Right now at 5:30, exactly 50 years ago today, 6 days before the end of the Vietnam War, a daring and dramatic rescue mission flew into Saigon. On board the empty Pan Am 747, some stewardesses based out of San Francisco who stepped forward to save hundreds of Vietnamese civilians. Elizabeth Cook has their remarkable story.
North of San Francisco, overlooking Tamales Bay, these women gathered to remember.
And we shared an adventure together that we'll never forget.
Their names, Sue, Pamela, Laura Lee, and Cha. It was April of 1975. They were all stewardesses for Pan Am Airways, and they all volunteered for an extremely dangerous mission.
There wasn't any question we were going to go in and do what we could that could help.
Thousands of people were roaming Da Nang airfield.
6 days before the fall of Saigon, the situation was chaotic. The FAA banned all commercial flights in and out of Vietnam. But Pan Am got special permission for one final journey.
In the middle of the night, Pan Ops called me and asked me if I would volunteer to go in to Saigon on a rescue mission. And I said yes.
The goal? To evacuate Pan Am's Vietnamese employees and families.
They were working for an American company. I believe their lives would have all been in danger if they'd stayed.
The crew was willing to cram even more on board, including Cha's 4 teenage sisters.
My sisters, of course, is so scared.
On the flight, extra uniforms and wigs. The plan? To dress each sister as a Pan Am stewardess. Then, one by one, the disguised teens drove out to the plane, passing soldiers armed with machine guns.
Without my help, I don't think they had the way of getting out of the country.
They boarded nearly 100 more passengers than the plane could seat.
It was packed, every inch.
When the jumbo jet took off,
there was gunfire that we could hear. We knew that the airport was surrounded. We knew that. What I recall was the deafening silence.
People were crying. We were crying. We were sad that they had to leave that way.
All credit their pilot, the late Captain Bob Berg, as being the real hero.
He told us when we got on the ground that he would not leave anyone behind, that he would turn the red flashing light on, and that meant get back to the airplane as quickly as possible.
Such a treasure and such a man filled with humility and bravery and courage.
Qualities shared by these women today and 50 years ago on a flight to freedom.
Just an amazing story there. Well, tonight the Pan Am Historical Museum in New York is holding an event bringing together adoptees evacuated from Saigon with all of those who made those life-saving missions possible. And we'll be bringing you more of those stories in the coming days right here on KPIX.